Let's get ready, but let's talk about some recent school drama that's actually been getting on my nerves recently. So I'm gonna use code names for everyone. Me, Maya, Carolyn, Jessica. Those are gonna be the names, remember the names. Everything's going good, like this friend group is fun to hang out with. There's absolutely no drama at the school. If you see this on your For You page, comment For You page right now because you will want to be in tune with the whole video. So then of course, we randomly get a new kid. Never really spoke to him that day. We never really cared that there was a new kid even there. New kid, I think we're gonna call Jack. We always sit in the counselor's room for lunch. The lunchroom is so crowded, so we always go in there. Nobody else like bothers us when we're in there. And then he just shows up and is like eating in there, which we're like, what? I mean, it's fine. We all get along. But he is making some like really rude comments to my one friend, Jessica. So we're all still kind of like iffy of him. And then he proceeds to make rude comments about Jessica the next couple days that we see him. But of course, we can already tell that Maya likes him. She's like denying it and then finally tells my one friend that she does like him. Then she starts becoming friends with Jack. Jack has a girlfriend that goes to another school. So I come in like I do every day to talk to the counselor and Maya. And guess who's there? Him. So I'm just having a conversation. And then Maya wants to sneak diss me in front of this dude. Which she has never done this before. Never once has she ever said something rude to me while a guy's right there. So then I'm just like, okay, whatever, and then I walk out. Not thinking of it till yesterday. So then her and this dude get really close. They are constantly together. I cannot have a single conversation with her without him being there. Jessica ran into Jack at the park when she was taking photos with her boyfriend. And then she was like, hey, what's going on between you and Maya? Like, we all just like really want to know. And he's like, oh, nothing. Me and my girlfriend just broke up, so I'm not really trying to get into a relationship and I'd just like to become friends with her. Which we're already like, what? Let's fast forward to this week because again, he's there on Wednesday, he's with her, and it's just the literal same routine. We're like, are you guys dating? He's like, no. So at this point, we've just like given up. So yesterday, we went to school. They have a free period when I go to art, and I always like go to the bathroom to touch up makeup or of course use the bathroom. And she's like practically sitting on him while they're on the chairs together. And then we end up having a conversation. And I didn't realize that they were wearing matching outfits till my one friend pointed it out. And we were like, dude, are you guys dating? Because they're literally flirting so much at the lunch table. And this dude is like so freaky too. So Carolyn is worried about how freaky he is. And I'm like, are they dating? Because that's her best friend. Not only is she acting rude to me for no reason, but he's always around the corner. She's like, I honestly have no idea what's going on. So finally, he says yes, they're dating. And I am just so unexcited to go to school tomorrow. That was basically it, guys. It's just been really getting on my nerves recently. And I was like, why not make a video? Please let me know what you guys think. And tell me if I should do more story times because me and my friend have a really good one. Bye, guys.
I was on FaceTime with one of my guy friends and we got to talking about like dating and relationships. And he goes, have you ever heard of the pizza analogy? I'm like, no, what is that? Mind you, this is my crazy ass homeboy, so I don't know if this is exactly how it goes, but it makes sense. So pretty much there's one woman, she's in her house and she's stocked up on food. Fridge full, pantry full, cabinets full. She made sure that she's straight, she could feed herself. No problem. And then there's woman number two. She's in her house. She don't got no food. Okay. Fridge empty, pantry empty. It's giving crumbs and ice cubes. She's starving. So this man goes to the first woman's house and he's like, I got this pizza, large pizza, it's free. Do you want it? She's like, yeah, sure. Free pizza. Like, why not? He's like, under one circumstance, I get to leave this bag in your crib and then the pizza's yours. She looks and she's like, actually, you know what? Like, I'm good. I got food in the crib. Like, thanks anyways. Bye. So then he goes to woman number two's house. And he's like, I got this pizza, large pizza for free. Do you want it? She's like, hell yeah, I want it. Like, I'm in here starving. He's like, okay, under one condition, I get to leave this bag at your crib. And she's like, yep, leave the bag. I don't even care. I'm so hungry. Just give me the pizza. So he leaves the bag at her crib and it becomes like this everyday thing. He keeps coming to her crib every day with this free pizza under the circumstance that he gets to leave this bag in her house. And she's so happy about this pizza. She was so hungry that she ain't even looking in the bags, girl. She don't even know what's in the bags. She just knows that she's eating. Well, come to find out, this man, slowly but surely, has been moving all of his belongings into her crib. So now she got this man at her house that she don't even really know like that, just moved in with all his baggage. And she can't even get rid of him because she's so desperate for this pizza that he's bringing her every day. So moral of the story, which I'm sure you guys have figured out by now, is be like woman number one. Make sure that your house is filled with food. Make sure that you prioritize yourself and you pour into you and you make sure that your cup is full. So that way when a man comes and is offering you whatever and is dangling it in front of your face, you're not so desperate that you're just accepting whatever. You know, you make sure that you love yourself. You make sure that you respect yourself. You don't lower your standards and you don't ignore the red flags. And I know as women, we hear stuff like this all the time, but sometimes you just need to hear it in different ways for it to actually click. So when I heard this, I was like, oh, let me share this. Maybe it could help somebody. You never know. So yeah, ladies, that's all I got for you today. Be like woman number one.
Get ready with me while I tell you about how somebody in my family found my account and they decided to comment my videos and said that they understood my situation and that they're saving up for a place too, and that I'm welcome to go whenever I'd like, and that they're sorry for my situation. But then they went to go tell their mom. Their mom is my cousin. They went to go tell their mom what I was saying about online, and they made it seem like if I'm talking shit about my family. And so their mom went to go tell my dad's sister, and now my dad's sister wants to talk to my mom and dad about what I'm saying online. Okay, that was basically the whole story time. But yeah, I know who it is. I'm gonna block them after I post this video. I kind of hope they see it. So the girl that found my video and commented, we do have some past beef, but I say beef in an immature way because this happened when we were like 13 or 12, and we never talked about it. We never resolved the situation, but it's like we stopped talking to each other. We don't talk to each other like how we used to. And also, like, why would you comment on my video acting like you care and then go tell your mom about something that, like, you know she's gonna spread because I talk about her uncle? And the way I found out was my aunt's daughter, which is also my cousin, ended up telling me because her mom told her. And her mom didn't want to tell her who told her about my TikTok, but she kind of did like say like, oh yeah, this person told me. I'm genuinely like, just so frustrated because it's like, bro, what the did I do? If you're still mad about what I did when I was 13, bitch, let me tell you something else. I still don't think I was in the wrong for what I did when I was 13. I don't know why she's snitching on me. Like, hello? Like, I just come on here, make videos. I don't name drop. I don't say anything that's a lie. I don't say like anything. Like, the most I've said is that I live in the San Fernando Valley. So am I scared? No, not really. I feel like the comments prepared me. They were always telling me like somebody's bound to find out. And you know what, like, I didn't really care about somebody finding out. I'm just more pissed off at the fact that somebody found my TikTok, pretended like they cared, and then went to go tell their mom. Worst part is that in the comment, she said that she understood my situation because she does have issues within her own family. But then she went to go tell her mom, knowing that her mom's a fucking chismosa and is gonna tell the whole family. But yeah, now you guys know, like, why I don't talk about this, why I don't speak up for myself, why, like, I don't talk to anybody in my family about this, why I say nobody would help me, because the person in my family found out and then went to go snitch on me, acting like if I'm talking shit. So yeah, that's why I say, like, nobody in my family would ever take me in, nobody in my family would ever help me out, because you see what happened, honey? They found out and they went to go snitch because they think that me talking about my family and saying the truth, not name dropping but still saying the truth, is me talking shit about my family and me being ungrateful. But yeah, not too sure what I'm gonna do. Probably just gonna pack a bag just in case anything happens, in case they find out. I didn't even make an outro in this video. I made a part 2, but literally in that part 2 I was just talking about this cousin's grandpa, or I guess like her mom's dad, because I was so mad, but I can't post that. I'm sorry. I was just taking it too far. I was being too petty. That's just on me. So yeah, bye guys.
Get ready with me while I tell you about my disastrous cheer tryouts. Like, think of everything that could go wrong during a tryout, and that's exactly what happened in mine. So basically, I was at home, right? I was practicing my cheer right before I had to go in, everything, dance, all of it. And when I say I knew all of the material like the back of my hand, I knew all the material. Like, it was low-key light. My mom comes and picks me up. It's just this like look on her face that I know all too well. It's that face like, you know, it's just bad news. Oh, I just scratched my concealer off. And for like a little background, my uncle has been battling with cancer for a couple of years now. So yeah. And so we've known that he's been like struggling with that. So it's like, it's always been on our minds, like, because we already knew that he didn't have that much time left with us. So when she walks in, I just know she has like bad news for me, and of course she does, but it's not the news that I thought. She just says that he's in a coma and we're not sure how much time he has left, but probably just a couple hours. And meanwhile, my sister, she's texting me and she's like, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to come over here right now. Meanwhile, I'm literally I'm going into my cheer tryouts in literally like 0.3 seconds. Like, I'm actually like what am I supposed to do? So like on the way to tryouts, like I'm already crying in the car, and she's like comforting me, and she's like saying like I think he'll hold on a couple more hours for you. Like, don't worry about it. Go in there, try out, and afterwards I'll as soon as you're done, I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna take you over to their house. At this point in the story, I'm already in the gym ready for tryouts, and I'm number 3, so I'm about to go on. And my friends are like, my friend Allie was like, "Here, why are you so quiet? Like, don't be nervous, like, about the tryout. Like, you got this, right?" And so I'm just like, and Allie's like one of my best friends. Like, she's the closest person on the team. Like, hold on. I'm the closest to her on the team. And so I'm telling her, like, I basically tell her exactly what's going on, that I just found this news out, and I'm like so conflicted. And you know, as soon as you start like telling everyone like you're okay, you just start crying. So at that point I'm already crying, but everyone's like, all my friends are like coming around me, they're like, "Here, what happened?" And Allie's like, she's just really scared for her tryout. So in reality, that was not why I was crying. And my sister has just brought this to my attention, that I sound really fake and like ingenuine about my sadness, but I just don't know how to tell a story like being sad. Like, I'm not a serious person. And so everyone's like going around and everyone's telling me like, it's okay, don't be nervous, like you've already done this tryout, like don't be scared. And I'm just like, yeah, like I don't know. They call my number and I have to like wait in the hallway ready to be called in, and I'm like freaking out like badly. Like, I'm in the hallway and I have a whole nother I have a whole nother episode and I'm sobbing in the hallway, and it's actually really freaking embarrassing. But I feel like the more you try and hold back your tears, the harder you cry. Because like really, I'm going in there and I'm about to go in, and all I can think about is, what if I miss like my last moments with him because I'm at cheer tryouts? And it just like, I don't know, like I really just want to leave, but I can't, like I don't want to spend another year like not cheering, you know? I feel like that's such an important part of my life, that like just walking out and not trying out and not making the team would just be like, it would just like not be good. I go in, I try out, and guess what? I mess up on my cheer. I have to restart, and it was just like a bad tryout. Like, it's hard to ask somebody to act so happy when they're not. Like, cheer is something definitely like you fake it till you make it. Like, you just have to put a smile on your face and do what you gotta do. And I didn't feel like smiling and cartwheeling and spiriting and acting cheery, because I just found out like 5 minutes ago that my uncle was about to die. Like, girl. And guess what? I made JV again. 2nd year in a row I made JV. And so I was just like, but honestly, I'm not upset at myself, because I did what I had to do. Like, the fact that I made the team, knowing that I knew what I knew, like I was not disappointed in myself, because I knew, like, I would be more disappointed in myself if I went in and I did my best and I made JV. Like, then it's like my best wasn't good enough to be on varsity. But I put my best out on the floor and I worked with what I did, and I made JV. So I'm sorry this video is so long. It was just a long story and I didn't feel like making part 2. Anyways, bye guys.
I recently saw a video of a girl talking about the rumors that were spread about her in high school, and boy do I have a doozy for you. First off, when I ran for class president sophomore year, there were rumors that I was a communist. Now, I do not know how one would run a communist school government, but it was like the Red Scare. There was also a whole string of people in the senior group chat who wanted to overthrow the class government, so you know what? That's another story for another time. However, I did win the election, and on graduation day, when I had my class president sash, my friends told me, "Congrats, comrade." Another favorite of mine is the rumor that I cheated on my ex-boyfriend from high school. My school had an epidemic of those anonymous confession accounts, and there was one person that submitted 4 different ones trying to say Peyton Mikulaic is a cheater, but they spelled my name wrong 4 times before eventually posting Peyton Mick a cheater for real, which is something that I still quote to this day because that is so funny. Very mysterious, very ambiguous, no who, what, when, where, why. You know what? I respect it. Also, I just talked about this in the last video that I filmed, but there was one guy that was intent on saying that I was lying about the classes I was taking. Negative points for this one just because it's so uncreative and easily disprovable. Like, bro, let me whip out my transcript, I'll show you. My personal least favorite was that I got the girls done. No one would say this about me now because I lost weight and I'm not really well endowed anymore. But the underclassmen boys at my school would call me Peyton Mikulaic. Do you know what that does to a woman? Do you know? Anyways, I hated high school. This is why.
A family friend turned out to be the top spender on my page, and here's how I found out. If you're thinking of starting one of these pages, please consider this because it happens a lot. I've heard people have their past teachers on there, like I've heard of everything. Got some new pimple patches and like I felt like my pimples were just getting worse, and last night I took the pimple patches off and they were just so hot and inflamed. Like I was having an allergic reaction to the pimple patches, so they were making them worse this whole time. I also think I have a hormone problem because there's been a few other symptoms as well, so I'm booked in to get my hormones checked next week. I also got my period yesterday, so that doesn't help the situation either. Yeah, this guy had been on my page since like day 1, and like we never really chatted. He just like bought all my content, and there's a feature on the page where you can see like who your top spender of the month is, and he was constantly at the top of that. It's pretty normal, like they show a few of them up there and he was usually like at the top. Realized like I hadn't even really talked to this guy, so I messaged him being like, thanks so much for being my top spender, and like gave him a few like free things. If you click on their profile, you can see like how long they've been on your page. And I noticed he had been on like since forever, so I was like, how did you find me? Like we're going way back. And he was like, you don't remember me? And I'm like, no, doesn't ring a bell, sorry. He was annoyingly being like, I know you, but you don't know who I am, he. And I got a ding on my personal FB being like, remember me now, lol. I just felt like so sick seeing that. I knew who it was straight away, so one of my close friends growing up, we would always have like family barbecues at theirs, and their parents had like their friends come around too. I would have known him from the time I was like 11, probably to like about 13, 14. Crazy thing is he didn't even use like a fake name. I just completely blocked him from my memory. I even know I was friends with him on there, but then again, like I never use it, so I never got weird vibes from him when I was young, but I also wasn't surprised when I found out it was him. He was a pretty loud, like obnoxious drinker type guy. Honestly, there's probably so many more from my past that I just have no idea that are on there. When I first made my social media accounts to promote my I accidentally used my number that was connected to everything. So I think a lot of people who are connected to that number found those accounts easily. That's definitely something that I would have done differently. Like obviously that number has changed now and I've learned from that, but yeah, wish I didn't do that back when I first started. Also, I tried to book a dermatologist online for my chin pimples and there was a 6-month wait. So I haven't found a dermatologist yet. I really want to see one though, so I'm going to keep trying. I know my hormones out of whack, so I found like an online service where you can get your hormones checked. Like they'll do like a referral for you. I've on and off had like a problem for like the last year. Like I definitely am more moodier, and also like ironically I have a really low SMEX drive. Like if I wasn't getting paid, I could probably go a year without like having it. As long as I have the ones in the bedside drawer, you know, like I'll be fine. A friend is going to the chemist and picking me up some benzoyl peroxide, I think it's called. I've never tried it. I don't know if it's gonna help. Like it's probably a bigger issue than that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying for the dermatologist, and hopefully I'll be able to get some answers.
Story time how I found out that my boyfriend was cheating on me with my sister. So me and my boyfriend was only dating for, I want to say, like a month, but still it's not the point. So yeah, we was dating for about a month, and he always came around mine, I always went around his. He met my whole family. I only met his mum, but I was fine with that. So like I said, he met my family, and he was quite close to my sister, but they said they was just his friends. But yeah, he was always close to my sister, and I was really happy because obviously like my boyfriend and my sister have a good bond. Like we'd always go out together, we'd go out. So I remember this so well. We was out, it was all going okay, and obviously everyone was, and my sister started getting really close to my boyfriend, a little bit too close. Like she was hugging him, laying on him and stuff, and I was like what are you doing? Like, that's my boyfriend. And then I said to my sister, like, what are you doing? Get off him. That's my boyfriend, you're touching, what the fuck? He started saying like, oh, it's Chanel, it's fine, like, I don't care if she's on me. I was like, it's not about you, it's about me. Anyway, so me and my sister got in this massive fight, and she was just like, oh, you're being so petty. Just started having a go at me when I wasn't in the wrong, she was. He walked off, no clue where she went. My boyfriend was about to go after. I said, where do you think you're going? Anyway, so yeah, she ended up going home or wherever the hell she went, and I ended up staying at my boyfriend's house, and he apologised and we sorted it out. I ended up going back to my house by myself and sorting it out with my sister, and she apologised and everything was okay. So me and my whole family were going out for dinner, and my mum said I could have invited my boyfriend, so that's what I did. I invited my boyfriend and we all went out for dinner. It was this really, really fancy restaurant, and it was genuinely a really good time. Bear in mind, this is all the same day my sister apologised to me. So my dad said that my boyfriend could sleep around, so we went back to mine, and he said to me, oh, can I take a shower? I was like, yeah, of course you can. So I went into my sister's room to go get some pyjamas from her room because my pyjamas were in her room. I went in there, and who was in the hotel? My boyfriend. I walked in on them kissing. Ran out, told my mum, and ran out the house. And to this day, I still don't talk to my sister, and she lives with my dad and I live with my mum. Okay, I've done my makeup. Also, this isn't my story time, it got sent to me. So yeah, if you want me to do your story time, DM me and I will. Bye guys, love you.